What is going on, my beautiful D.D.D fam? It's your boy Brendan, aka Drip from Team D.D.D, back with another video. And boy, oh boy, has this video been a long time coming. Oh my goodness. I'm so freaking excited that I can actually bring this profile and actually like be confident in it and actually be able to play pure again. If you all don't know and you're not an OG member of the channel, this was the very first deck that I ever played competitively. Yes, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! All the way back in like 2002, but I didn't really play competitively until 2017, 2018. And it was right when Thunder Dragon first came out, when Soul Fusion came out. And like, I just, this is the deck that I fell in love with, and mainly because of Colossus. So like, Colossus is near and dear to me. He's one of my favorite cards, if not my favorite card of all time. And it just, I don't know, the game hasn't been right since he's been gone. And now he's finally back at 2, which means at least at 2, we would rather have him at 3, but at least at 2, we can play pure and we don't have to try to worry about recycling him as much and stuff. But yeah, this is my baby. This deck is near and dear to me. And it was really nice because just when he came back, like, you've obviously seen my list when I had him at 1, but like, it's just when he came back to 2 and after I got tinkering with it and stuff, it really, I don't know, it really took me back, and which I really needed, because if you don't know, I've been taking a serious break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I don't like the format and I don't like the way the game is being played right now and the decks, etc., etc. But this was a breath of fresh air, and I really enjoyed it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video, guys. I won't keep you any longer. There's going to be some things that are different, but to be able to combat the 2024 format, you can't play the deck as if it's 2018 still. So you have to make some sacrifices and some differences. We got 3 Thunder Dragon Dark rather. I was looking at Roar when I was looking at Roar in my hand when I was trying to say Dark. 3 Roar. I know some people like try to cut this down, but I don't like that. I like this at 3 because I like the recycle effect, and it's a 6, so it comes up when you need to make Chaos Angel. So yeah, that's another thing too. Obviously, Dark is the Dark because he's the quick effect. So that's why we run him. And then I like 3 Matrix. This is a quick effect. You can normal summon it, link it away, get its effect, search, and then go from there. It's a quick effect to pair with Dark when you have Titan up, so just always want to maximize the quick effects. And then I'm only on 2 Hawk. I'm not playing Vanilla. Vanilla is too slow, and we need too much room for non-engine or / extenders. Yes, Vanilla is very good when you pair it with Titan, but you can easily get access with all these on your turn and these 6 on your opponent's turn to be able to proc it, because like, if you properly time a Titan, even as a quick effect, like, they're just not, like, if you properly time it, it will be very impactful, so you don't need to constantly keep doing it. On top of that, the Vanilla doesn't do nothing in hand on your opponent's turn, so it doesn't really do much anyways besides make you lose to draw, and technically this deck doesn't really lose to draw, if that makes sense. Yes, it can lose to draw depending on the hand, but it doesn't inherently lose to draw. So you don't want to play more into stupid hand traps, if that makes sense. That doesn't inherently hurt this deck. That's it for the Thunder monsters. Thunder Dragons, that is. Starters, 2 Aloof and 2 Batterymen. Back in the day, it was actually reversed, or it was 3 and 3. I don't like 3 of this, because if you don't have an extender and you normal summon this and it gets Veilered, Ashed, Impermed, whatever, you just can't play. That's another reason why the quick effect ones are very good in hand, because, like, granted, you can use technically, in theory, Vanilla, because you can discard Pitch and then tribute this, so at least you have a Colossus. But this banishes for cost, so like, nice Veiler Imperm, I'm at least getting 1 effect off. I kind of wanted to cut this down to 1. If you wanted to cut this down to 1, this would be the card to do it. I just wanted to pair to have the same ratios with Hawks as I did Battery Man, because obviously the bread and butter 2018 combo is seeing this with this. So I didn't want to run one of this and two of this because it just kind of felt awkward. Granted, this card's a good standalone card that doesn't need Battery Man. It's just I like my stuff to match, if that makes sense. But this is it for the starters. Obviously, Aloof is just better. Moving forward to the hand traps. The best hand trap in the deck, because we can play Shifter. This card didn't get hit by the ban list, so we get to play like we did back in the day. And then I know I'm not running the actual Bestial engine, but I am main decking 3 Bestials because Engraver is a card, White Forest is a deck, Fiendsmith is a deck, and at worst case this is an extender for us, and it is a 6, so it plays multiple roles in our deck. I'm only running one of each. You can run a second Drill Swarm in the side deck if you want. If I drew multiples, I wanted both of them to be live, if that makes sense. Yeah, 3 Bestials, 2 Nib, 2 Ash, and 2 Imperm. We'll go into more about the ratios of 2 here in a moment, but that's basically it for my hand traps. I really like the lineup. It's very nice. This is why we're running 2s. We're playing cross out. So if we know summon Battery Man and they try to go Imperm, you just go cross out. Yes, we're not running Veiler, but we were kind of banking on drawing Shifter, because if we draw Shifter, then they can't Veiler us because Veiler can't be activated. But yeah, 3 cross out. That's it for this. Moving on to the rest of the spells. 3 Pot of Greed. Everybody knows what this card does in Thunder. It's a starter. It's an extender. It's a digger. It does whatever you want. And then nobody likes this card really anymore. I love these cards. This is a starter. I don't understand why people do not like the Ready Fusion package. I really thoroughly like. I swear by these cards, because at the end of the day, if you don't draw Aloof or Battery Man, these are a starter. These get you to where you need to go. These get your engine rolling. Which I am running the Instant Fusion 2, so that gives me 3 additional starters. I like them. I just do. That's just me. And then 1 Thunder Dragon Fusion, 1 Sack by the Grave, 1 Gold Sark. This should come back to 2 or 3, just so we have extra starters. Once it does, then obviously this will go up to 2 or 3, wherever it goes to. And then that's it for the spells. And then the last card in the deck is Statue, Azarun, because we run Silhouette Rabbit, because why not? It's also really cool too because this is a level 4 fairy light, so at worst case you can synchro with it to make Chaos Angel if you don't want to use it for its effect, or if its effect never came up. 41 in the main. If you want to drop it to 40, you could side deck the statue if you're worried about bricking on it, or you can take out a Battery Man if you want to keep it at 40. Moving on to the extra deck. Typically, I usually start with Lynx, but I'm sorry, the King has returned. We got our Colossus back to 2, so I have to show our boy off like that. And then we got 3 Titan. Generally, 2 has been the standard for years, but I'll explain the 3rd when we get deeper into the extra deck. It's not really the fact that the 3rd one comes up, we need to be able to recycle our Colossus and stuff. We don't. The 2nd one's generally for that, but like I said, the 3rd one I'll explain here in a moment. And then for our Ready Fusion and Instant Fusion targets, I got OG coming out area attack. Sandwich. This is only in here because it's a 6 and it's a dark to help make Chaos Angel. So like if you go Battery Man, you're going 2nd and they negate it with something but it doesn't destroy it, you can go Ready Fusion. But if you don't have like another Thunder in hand or whatever, you can go Ready Fusion, summon this, make Chaos Angel with a light and a dark. Or you can summon this and then link with it or do whatever if you need to. And then Millennium Eyes. Shout out to my teammate Miguel for letting me borrow his gorgeous Millennium Rare Millennium Eyes. This is here to stop hand traps. But yeah, that's mainly what it's here for. This is like, so I got 3 cards with three targets, 2 Ready Fusions and an Instance for 3 targets. That's it for the fusions. Moving on to the links, we got 1 Anima because this is good with the Millennium Eyes. And it's good for the matrix. So you can summon, like worst case, if you bricked up, you can go normal matrix, make this, and then hawk it back, and then make Colossus. Worst case scenario. And then SP Little Knight, because it's just SP Little Knight. Self-explanatory. One solo hat. And then the last link is the Goddess. This is just here for other people's Chaos Angels, stuff we can't add, like towers we can't out, like the Cat, Pearly deck, and stuff like that. It's just very good to have. Yeah. Moving forward, Chaos Angel, I'm borrowing my teammate Andrew's. Shout out to him for letting me borrow it. One Typhon. Typhon's Typhon. Self-explanatory. And then the last card is the Verudas. This is what the third Titan is for, because you can overlay 2 Titans to make him. If you didn't want to run him, because like you can't really make this turn 1 because it just requires too much, and we can't get that far. I mean, you can, but you have to open very like adequate to be able to get to this. If you didn't want to run this, you can run the rank 10 train that burns for 2k, so you can have a time card. That's what I would run in this card's place if you didn't want to run this. But this is good in the mid to late game, so like you can make this and have it negate, and he's huge. But it's all at the personal preference. I really like the extra deck. Like I said, the only little flex spot I think is the Verudas. If you didn't want to run like I still think you should run an Anima though. If you don't want, like, the Millennium Eyes is like but like it's still there if like you draw it in tangent with like Ready Fusion with Insta Fusion. But Millennium Eyes and Verudas are like the flex spots. But I really think Verudas, or whatever his name is, sorry I'm probably butchering his name, Verudras or whatever, is the only real flex spot. And if you, only other card I would run in this card's place is the rank 10 train that burns for 2k. So I have a time card at least, because we can easily, mid to late game, easily make 2 Titans and an overlay. And yeah, so that's why we have the third one in here for. So if like we overlay these 2 and we need a third one, we just shuffle these 2 back to make another one, to make the third one, and then we have it in deck. But yeah, guys, that's basically it for my Thunder list. I really like the list. It's very consistent. I'm so freaking happy that Colossus came back to 2, guys. Like, I was really, really happy. I don't know. He's just my boy, and I love him. Yeah, it's always sentimental to me because he, like I said, this is the deck that I played when I first played competitively, and just, I don't know, just I like looking back and reminiscing a little bit. So he's my buddy. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the list, and let me know what you guys think. And if you need help with a side deck or whatever, just comment down below and I can help you with it. This is not a tournament list, so I don't do side decks on decks that are not tournament lists. But other than that, please hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not already as well. Bell notification so you never miss an upload. And please, please, please check the description for all the ways to support me. My TCG affiliate link is down there below. Help me get a little kickback by you just purchasing cards, no extra charge to you. And while you're down there, check out the Discord if you want to be closer to the D.D.D fam and myself. My community is very nice. I strive very hard to make sure that I have a very nice community, very helpful community, and overall just a family experience down there. So if you want to become a part of that, go ahead and check that down there as well. Along with the my merch store and everything else as well is all down there, and I love you so much for it. But without further ado, I gotta get out of here. It's your boy Brandon, aka Drip from D.D.D. Signing out till next time. Peace. Good dueling, my guys.